y'all, we have Miss Ross.
Okay, Miss Ross.
So, hello, Crystal. I am reaching out because I have been stuck in a rut for over a decade, and despite my best efforts, I still fall short of making change. I'm almost 40 and have never really accomplished anything. No degrees, no sports, no employee of the month. Sorry, I have not accomplished reading. But no degrees, no sports, no employee of the month, nothing. I am raising my special needs teen with very little help. Both my mom and I have autoimmune issues, and we're all in a 2-bedroom apartment. We've been through trauma, constant stress, and isolation due to finances, lack of reliable and affordable transportation, and virtually no village to commune with. Another community problem.
Yep.
As for me, I battle depression, ADHD, PTSD, and anxiety. I take meds, and I'm on a wait list for therapy. Now, every time I try to start to do healthier things like exercise, eating better food, reducing my screen time, I can never stick with it. Whenever I take on a new task like studying for a real estate license, I get overwhelmed and quit. My last therapist saw I wasn't making progress and was resisting her suggestions, so she pretty much dropped me as a client.
Damn.
She said I should seek out different forms of therapy, but I'm sure she knew I wouldn't. Whoa.
Damn.
With that being said, what in the good goddamn do I do? Do I trick myself into sticking to healthy coping mechanisms instead of continuing to run on this hamster wheel of fuckery? Thank you for any suggestions. Love, Miss Ross.
Miss Ross, love how you phrased that, by the way. Those are some fun words.
Hamster wheel of fuckery.
Fuckery. And you know, when you have so much working against you, it is so easy to keep going in that cycle of like...
Just doom. Just like, okay, well, who cares? Let's just keep going this way.
Right. Especially because when that's what's comfortable or familiar, it can be, it's second nature. You don't even think about it. Like, you're trying to break out of those patterns and do something new, but your brain wants familiarity. Your brain wants to do what it already knows, even if that's not what's best for you.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of things working against you, and I want you to first and foremost be very gentle with yourself and patient with yourself. Because most people, if they were 40 years old with health issues, they're in a place that's too small for their family, been through a lot of trauma, stress, the finances are not there, transportation's not there, no outside village, and then you got depression, anxiety, PTSD, ADHD, baby. That's a lot you're trying to go up against with no support to kind of lift you and help keep you going when things get hard. So first and foremost, please don't beat yourself up for not doing the things that you think you're supposed to have done. Like you mentioned, you have never accomplished anything. You know, no degrees or employee of the month or whatever.
But you have a job, right?
I mean, it sounds like it.
You're taking care of your kids.
You're taking care of a kid with special needs, which is another, baby, that's a full-time job by itself.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm sorry to hear this about your last therapist saying, you know, you not making no changes, so I'm going to drop you. That's kind of the exact opposite of what therapy's supposed to be. Like, if that therapist wasn't equipped to help you, then they should have referred. Yes. Yeah. And they should have said, I am not the therapist for you. I do not have the training, the skills, the expertise, whatever to support you. So I am going to refer you to some other people. Here's someone you can try. Hopefully this works out for you. But like, I am not equipped to take care of you. Not you are failing at therapy. And so I got to drop you, do better. You resistant
not
to
every
change.
therapist is a good therapist.
Very true.
Not every therapist.
Very true. So I'm sad that you've had that experience, but and you're on a wait list for therapy. Hopefully that clears up and you get placed with someone who can actually work with you soon. Because one of the things that is so great about therapy is that when we are shown unconditional positive regard, we very slowly, which is why therapy is a process, we very slowly start to give ourselves that same unconditional positive regard, where it's like, damn, I have been through so much, and I come in here sometimes and I've done great, and sometimes it feels like I've regressed a year or more. And yet, regardless of how I'm doing, my therapist is meeting me where I am and helping me
and treating me
like I'm worth the effort.
Yeah.
Treating me like I'm worth the work it takes to really heal and move on. That is what a therapist should feel like to you. That no matter what you're going, and I mean, that doesn't mean you can go in there and like cuss them out, abuse them, things like that. But something like this, your therapist should be more equipped to handle. I really do think so.
She should have saw that you were trying to climb an uphill battle, and like what I would give to you is saying, like, even you writing in this and asking, what do I do? Yeah. Like, how do I trick myself into healthy coping mechanisms? It's like, you want the help. It's not that you're saying, you know what, fuck it. I don't need no help. I'm good. Like, I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
You're showing that you want the help.
Right.
So, like, give yourself that grace. Like, it's about grace and treating yourself how you would treat somebody else. You're not going to talk to your mother like that. You wouldn't talk to your son like that. You wouldn't talk to somebody that you love like that.
Yeah.
Turn that on yourself. Turn that on yourself.
Yeah. The way you talk to yourself is so huge, because sometimes we feel bad and then we kick ourselves for feeling bad. And it's like, well, damn. What choice?
If shame worked, we would all be like,
come on now. Come on in the room. If shame was an effective motivator, everybody would be motivated.
Right. Oh.
Because shame is plentiful.
Okay.
It's simply not effective, especially in the long term. And so I would say, you're really stuck between a rock and a hard place, because it could be that you need medication for depression, but you have these autoimmune issues, so there's certain medications you can't take, or things like that. So I think a combination of therapy and whatever medication would be great here, but also do your Googles. Especially with stuff like ADHD, there are so many resources online. So I would just, ADHD and exercise. Start right there. Yeah. There's going to be a bunch of websites that come up that say, this is what people with ADHD need to turn everything into a game.
Oh my God, I was just about to say that.
Were you? You have it too?
Yes.
Everybody I know does.
So I have... Let me go in my phone right now, because I have this thing I'm about to show y'all. If you see, it says I have a visitor and I greet my little thing. So I have a finch. And her name is Drew. Okay. So welcome back, Lauren. And everything that I need to do, well, this is bad because it's only a 1-day streak. I should have been doing ADHD. But look, I put everything on here, and okay, fresh start. We got it. Let me get that. So look, brush my teeth, get out of bed, drink water, do one thing that makes me happy today, take a stretch break, work out, make my 8% and go when I'm trading, And then some days when I really have bad days, it's just literally survive the day. Yes. Like, you need to do that. And then like when you click that off, you get points. Yeah. So you need to gamify your life. And if you want to trick yourself, I was about to say making lists. I love lists. Like I'm a list of reminders. Click it off. I did it. But also try to get stuff like that like I get costumes. I get like fun. Yeah, when they have the seasonal things come out, you get limited edition items. So gamify your life, and it might sound trivial, but it helps. Yeah, you see yourself clicking off things that you've done, so that you don't need an outside medal. You're giving yourself that medal. Mm-hmm.
I love that. There's quite a few apps like that turn little, you brush your teeth, you click the thing, and then confetti comes out, and it's like, you did it, congrats. And there's the Pomodoro method's very, very popular, where you can customize it. I think there's an online timer, so you can customize it to what works for you. But it's like you spend 20 minutes doing a task, and then you can either take a short break or a long break. And then you do it again. One thing that I do that I found very useful is that I put my to-do list on my calendar. Ooh. And so instead
it
of
comes up time-wise.
instead
like,
of
yeah.
errands
Yeah.
in a list, it's like, oh, on my calendar tomorrow, I have to go check the mail. I have to go pay this bill and this and this. And it's just all mapped out on my calendar the same way you would doctor's appointments or anything else, because it's right there in front of my face. The phone is reminding me every time I pick up the phone, like, bitch, you got these things today.
Yeah.
They're on your calendar today.
I like
and sometimes
that.
they do get rescheduled. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not
No.
saying I'm always on top of it, but it's a way for me to stay mindful and to do my best while I'm trying to work with the ADHD, trying to work with the things that are holding me back.
You know, being an adult is hard.
It is.
It's hard. And I did not know that when I was a kid that this would be this hard, okay? Because it's hard. Like, you gotta do work. You gotta do self-care.
You do.
You gotta do your hair. Like, you gotta
take care of your home.
I gotta take care of my
your
dog.
kids.
Like, this is too much.
It's a lot.
And I'm also at that point where, like, if it's not on my calendar, I don't.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
It really don't.
You said what? When? Let me write that down right now.
Immediately. Because I'm not going to remember, baby. I have to have it in the calendar.
Yes.
If it's not in my calendar, it isn't a real task. So
listen.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Just the things you want to try to do, turn it into a game, or make it like, it could even be, I'm folding the laundry. Let me see how fast I can fold up all the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Let me see how fast I can put all the socks up.
When she says, how do you trick yourself? You really have
like
to.
That.
You gotta gamify your life, romanticize your life, whatever word that you want to use. You have to make your life fulfilling and make it interesting to you.
Right.
Whatever might work for someone else might not work for you.
Right.
What you have to do is just make your life fun and make it worth you living it.
Right. Good luck, Miss Ross. It is very hard. Very hard. ADHD is just so frustrating, and it can take such a long time to figure out things that work for you.
I took that as, like, when she says she never won, like, employee of the month, no degrees, no other stuff. I also want to know, when did she get diagnosed?
Right.
Because a lot of that stuff, you can start beating up yourself because you don't know that it's something wrong.
Right.
That your brain is not working like everybody else's. And, and the way that school is made up, it's not for us.
Oh, no.
It's not.
It is not.
It's not. So
not past, like, the second grade. Once they stop playing games with you.
They said, yeah, figure it out.
Right.
You're on your own.
We thrive in kindergarten when you can sit on a rug and have story time and shit. But after that, it gets a little tough. So give yourself some grace. Google ADHD and then whatever you're trying to do, and try to learn those tests until you can get in to see a therapist or whatever other medication. But just don't give up on yourself. Because, again, I'm so mad at this therapist you had. You are worth the work. Please don't forget that.
You're worth the effort.
You absolutely are.
Shoot.
You absolutely are.
Ooh.
Good luck, babe.
You got
All right.
this, Miss Rose.
You do. You got it.